I'm absolutely thrilled to have you here today because we're breaking down something that fundamentally dictates the entire trajectory of your life. We're talking about 5 science-based morning habits for absolute focus and discipline. Let me set the stage with a hard but incredibly necessary truth. Failure isn't about being inherently weak. No way. Failing to reach your goals is almost always about having a weak morning routine. And today, we're backing that up with actual science.
If your morning isn't in your control, your life isn't. Let me just deliver this bitter truth directly to you right now. You can watch all the motivational content in the world, read all the books, save all those perfect little routines to your phone. But if you hit snooze when that alarm rings, stay in bed, and immediately start scrolling, you are actively training yourself to be average. You are literally letting your life slip away a tiny bit every single morning, usually without even realizing it.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Here's our roadmap. We've got the 10-second morning battle, activating body and mind, fuel for high performance, conquering hard tasks first, the daily blueprint, and finally, consistency over perfection. And I'm just going to tease this right now, that blueprint in phase 5, absolutely the most critical step to master.
Habit number 1, the 10-second morning battle. This is all about setting a fixed wake-up time.
And this brilliantly illustrates the choice you make every single morning. When your alarm rings, hitting snooze instantly triggers something called sleep inertia. It's a scientific state that literally leaves your brain groggy for hours. You're teaching your brain that discipline is, well, optional. Your brain picks up on patterns really quickly, and by hitting that button, you're just giving it permission to avoid hard work. But waking instantly at a fixed, non-negotiable time, that naturally resets your circadian rhythm. It actually means you'll automatically start falling asleep easier at night. True control over your life starts right there in that 10-second window, not the night before.
Let's move to habit number 2, activate body and mind. We need to get moving immediately.
So, here's the immediate, science-backed post-wake protocol you absolutely need to follow the second your feet hit the floor. Step 1, drink a full glass of water. After a long night's sleep, your system is mildly dehydrated, and water instantly restarts everything. Step 2, a light run or a fast walk. This pumps up your heart rate, boosts blood flow, and pushes vital oxygen straight to your prefrontal cortex, making you super alert. And step 3, just 20 to 30 minutes of basic exercises. Think push-ups or squats. Doing this sends a massive, undeniable signal to your brain that today is strictly under your control.
Now contrast that with staying in bed. Immediately scrolling through Reels throws your brain into this high dopamine, purely reactive mode for the rest of the day. But when you physically move, you take the day into your own hands. Remember, high-performing individuals don't just wake up magically dripping with motivation. Actually, scratch that. Nobody does. They rely on physical momentum to generate that motivation.
Moving right along to habit number 3, fuel for high performance. This is where we eat to perform.
Okay, now that you've got this highly oxygenated brain, what kind of fuel are you giving this finely tuned machine? Let's run through some non-negotiable breakfast rules. First up, absolutely no sugary treats or packaged foods. Here's a wild fact for you. A sugar crash at 9 a.m. kills way more productivity than a bad night's sleep. Seriously. Your brain runs entirely on the fuel you give it early in the day. So instead, rely on high-protein, real food like fruits or oats. And next, and honestly this is highly underrated, cook it yourself. Whipping up your own simple, clean meal isn't just about cooking. It's an active exercise in building discipline and taking real control of your lifestyle. On to habit number 4. Conquer hard tasks first. Time to tackle the difficult things.
So the crucial point is, because you've moved and eaten right, your brain is now in this rare golden window of peak focus. Do not waste it on emails or easy, low-value tasks. Make 11 a.m. your hard, unbreakable deadline to finish your most difficult, most avoided task. It's often called eating the frog. Do the exact thing your brain is actively trying to avoid. And do it with zero multitasking. No phones, no social media tabs open, just one task at a time. Listen, doing easy things first gives you a fake sense of being busy, but tackling the hard things, that gives you actual, tangible progress. Whether you're a student or a professional, just dedicate 60 minutes. One uninterrupted hour of deep, intense focus on your absolute weakest topic or most difficult concept. When you slay that beast early in the morning, it creates a massive wave of real momentum. Plus, once the hardest task is out of the way, the rest of your day will literally feel effortless. The people who conquer their biggest tasks in the morning are the ones who conquer their entire day.
Which brings us to habit number 5, the daily blueprint. Time to plan out your day.
Now, what's really interesting about this is that it's the glue holding your whole life together. And it only takes 10 minutes, a plain piece of paper, and a pen.
You absolutely do not need fancy apps for this. We use something called the Rule of Three. Instead of a massive, anxiety-inducing to-do list, divide your tasks by priority. Identify exactly 3 non-negotiable, top priority tasks that must be finished today, no matter what. Everything else, that just falls into the secondary category. Stripping away the excess like this reduces cognitive overload and stops your brain from wasting precious energy just trying to figure out what to do next.
On one hand, you have a proactive life, actively designing your day by writing down your blueprint. On the other side is the reactive life. And let me warn you right now, if you don't plan your day, the world will gladly plan it for you. Notifications will pull your attention, other people's emergencies are going to hijack your time, endless pings will distract you, and by the evening you're going to be sitting there wondering where the entire day went. So be proactive.
In our final section, number 6, consistency over perfection, because those small choices matter.
So how do you maintain all of this in the long run without burning out or just totally giving up? Well, remember this. Your life doesn't change with huge, massive decisions. It changes with the small decisions you make every single morning. I want to reassure you right now, you do not need to wait for a magically perfect day to start. The secret is simply being consistent with these micro battles, choosing to get up instead of snoozing, choosing movement over scrolling. That consistency is exactly where the magic happens, and it's where your life truly begins to change.
I want to leave you with this really powerful question to chew on today. Tomorrow, when that alarm rings, will you stay the same person or become a new one? The entire trajectory of your life, the discipline, the focus, the success, it isn't decided years from now. It's decided in that 10-second window tomorrow morning. Make the choice to be a new person. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Start applying these habits tomorrow morning, and I'll see you next time.